My name is Adnan Nasrallah. I was born in Malula, 1950. I moved to the state, United States, when I was 19 years old. I lived over there 43 years, but I never left Malula. I took Malula with me over there. And when the war started on Syria in November 2011, I decided to come back to be here and to defend Malula, defend Christianity, because the plan was to replace the Christian from here, and I felt my duty is to come back and be here.
You came back with your family, your
Yes, I
wife.
brought my family and I came back over here. Yes.
So when the events begin in September 2013, you were here with your family.
Yes, I was here with my wife and two daughters, Rula and Miriam. And about early in the morning, I felt there's something wrong in Malula. And I got up, want to look around, and my wife, she said, "Where are you going? It's still too early." I said, two mosques in Ainitini, or the mosques in Ainitini, they prayed, morning prayed, but two mosques in Malula, they did not pray. And that's unusual. I mean, there is something wrong. So I was opening the balcony door was over here and going outside, and I saw a van pass the arch, and there's a pickup behind the van, and suddenly the arch was on fire, blew up, and the explosive was so powerful, the pressure of the explosion, the wind pushed me backward, and then I started hear screaming in the girl's bedroom.
You are 500 meters from the arch, and the blast were came here. The blast of the
Oh
explosions.
yes, yes. Yeah, the blast was so far. The arch I didn't see. I couldn't see the arch anymore. I mean, from the fire, the arch was all covered up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there are many death, dead men
Oh yeah,
from
there
the scene.
were only 16 soldiers in the arch, and only two of them survived. From the 16, only two of them survived. Yeah.
So what did you do?
So what I did is we gathered all the important paper we have and our passport and to see. Well, we don't know what's gonna happen, but the scary part was is when the girls start hearing the word Allahu Akbar from up the mountains and here in front of us, and that I start look at their eyes and I see the fear in their eyes because they knew what would happen to them if they were captured. I'm, I mean, I will never forget the look at their eyes. Every time I tell the story, I cry. So I have weapons over here, and I got ready for them. And actually, I got my propane bottle. I put it by the door, and I told my girls, "There's no one will be able to lay their hand on them as long as I am alive."
That was about 6:30 in the morning.
About 6:30 in the morning, yes.
So you took your Kalashnikov and so on.
Yeah.
Were ready. You were ready to.
Oh, I was ready to
fight.
do whatever would take to defend my family, because, like I said, they know what will happen to them if they were captured. I know what will happen to them if they were captured. But thank God, I think there was a miracle. There's a heavily interfering in Malula. That's not one girl kidnapped or humiliated. So next day we had a chance somehow something happened. Somehow they left the town and they went back up on the mountains. They did not stay in the town.
They left the town the day after.
The day after, yes. So the attack was on Wednesday, the 4th, September 4th. Thursday morning, we had a chance early in the morning to take my family and leave. Went to Damascus, and then I tried to come back over here, but was the operation now in the hands of the military, of the Syrian military, so couldn't enter Marura till after was liberated from the terrorists. But yeah, so Marura, the village was liberated, but on top of the mountain, they were still on top of the mountains.
After September.
After September, yes.
And then they came back in December. That's it.
Yes, they came back in December. Yeah, and I was over here, stayed over here 26 days. I sent my family to Abu Dhabi for their safety, because even in Damascus wasn't safe for them. So our son Tony, he works in Abu Dhabi, and I sent my family over there, and I came and stayed in Marula. And before Christmas, I decided to go spend the Christmas with my family, and on December 18th, December 16th, I believe, I went down to Damascus, so get ready to go to Abu Dhabi for the holidays. And at the same day, that was the second attack on Marula happened, and that was
Then they stayed for 4 months.
for 4 months over here. Yeah.
And the army came in April.
Yes, the army came in April, because to liberate Marula from the front over here is really hard, because it's not easy job. So what they had to do is they had to come from the top of the mountain, the Syrian army, and that Jabath Al-Nosra, and that they were in the city of Yabrud and on top of the mountain. So they couldn't liberate Marula till they liberate the city of Yabrud on the top of the mountains, because the army tried to liberate Marula couple times from the front from here, and was really hard for them, because the Jabath Al-Nosra is all hiding in houses and in caves, and we had 200 soldiers who got killed here in Marula, by Jabath Al-Nosra.
And trying to take
Try,
the village from the south.
yes.
And then at the end, when in April, did they lose many men? And you don't know?
No, in April, no. The military, no, they did not lose. No, it was really easy, because some of them, they were start pulling out and going to fight somewhere else. So the number of Jabath Al-Nosra here in Marura was very low. And most of them they escaped when the city of Yabrud was liberated. So they know they have no place to go. So when the military and the Hizb Allah and the Syrian National Defense came from Yabrud, there was hardly anybody over here.
And what is your feeling about the situation now in Marula and in Syria? Your feeling about the war?
Well, I have mixed feeling about what's going on in here. Now that's all depending. The future of the region now depending on how Trump will act. If he will continue with Obama's policy, there is no hope. But if he does what he's saying, he wants to have a good relationship with Russia and he wants to fight Daesh, I think not just Syria will be safe, the whole world, especially Europe, will be safe too from the terrorists.
Do you think that Syria will be parted, or maybe parted?
No, I don't know. Because this is one thing our government said, and Putin said the same thing too. Syria will have its territory, no partition. Plus, if the Kurds want to split from Syria, Turkey doesn't want to would not allow them. Iran would not allow them. Iraq would not allow them. Yes, but there was a plan to divide, to break up Syria into five as a sector, as a religion: Sunni, Shia, Alawi. Us, the Christian, we have no place over here. I don't know where they were gonna put us.
Did many Christians leave the village for other countries?
Yes, a lot of people left.
Yes.
Actually, not just village, Syria. I think before the war we were about 10% Christian in Syria. I believe now we are less than 4%, because most Western countries, they are opening their doors for immigration from Syria, and that was Kissinger's plan to replace the Christian from here and to let's say have the Christian history removed totally from Syria.
Why?
Well, because they want to claim that Syria is their land. I mean, they do claim that the Great Israel, from Euphrates River to Nile River. So by them killing the Christian history over here, they will claim that's all Judaism history. You know, it is below to them, and they claim that. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and your own future is?
My own future, I think my own future is somewhere else. I've been here 5 years now, and it's becoming really taking toll of me on my health, and it's the time for me to be with my family and in a different place.
You were very courageous to come back here at the beginning of the war.
Well, that was my duty. That was my duty.
You think so?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, and even if when I was in the U.S., I took Syria with me. I took Malula with me. I introduced people to our culture, to our. I mean, Syria. Well, I believe in Syria. What I see Syria not what it is now. I see Syria what was when the Aramic culture and the Ashuri, and see Syria when Syria was the leader of the civilization. This is what Syria is to me. Not when Islam or the Arabs conquered Syria. When the Arab conquered Syria, let's say they killed all the Syrian civilization before them.
There are still a lot of people talking Aramaic here in Malula. Do you think it will survive Aramaic language?
Not a lot of people really now speak. The young generation, they hardly speak it. And the Aramaic language, I think, will survive in Germany, not in Malula. Yeah, because now they're teaching it in universities in Germany.
All right.
And they have books now about Aramaic here. We have one school over here to teach Aramaic, but unfortunately the school was closed before the war.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. And
you have anything to
well,
say?
I thank Christian Orient for coming to Malula, to Syria, and helping us rebuild. And we appreciate everything you did for us here. And as personally, without you, without your help, I couldn't get where I am now on fixing my house. Thank you very much for coming. And one thing I tell the French people, do not believe what your media tells you about Bashar al-Assad. Bashar al-Assad is not killing us, not killing the Christian, not killing his own people. Who's doing the killing are the terrorists, who is your government or the West or NATO members with some Arab country are supporting. They're the one doing the killing. Bashar al-Assad wants to open up Syria, but we love him because he's not a Western puppet.
Thank you.
Islam كتير.
Thank you.
Islam كتير.